Success can be like effortless in the right environment, but success can feel almost impossible in the wrong environment. You know what I mean? So there were times where, for instance, when I was in California and I was around the Burmese monks and nuns from Myanmar, that environment was so conducive for the conductivity that I leveled up. You know, I was kind of like Goku in the hyperbolic time chamber. I was, ah, ah! Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was up there,
oh, man,
meditating, and it was just like peace, you know? And I didn't have to worry about a job. I didn't have to worry about responsibilities. I didn't have to worry about any complications. And of course, I don't have a family of my own. I don't have my own children. So there's a lot that I didn't have to worry about. So I had that advantage, so to speak, of being in the right environment for my energy to grow. And for me to cultivate myself in that way was so effortless. It was so easy, you know, and I didn't even notice it until I noticed, you know, until things started to happen and that compound effect started to shoot up. That's when I noticed the changes really starting to take place. Whereas when I'm back with family, you know, maybe with some grown folks, you know, who got all the kids around at the cookout, you know, they in the kitchen, boy, you better eat this meat. Boy, you better eat this sausage. Boy, you better eat this chicken. Boy, you better come over. You know what I'm saying? So I have family members like that look at me crazy for my habits, you know, from my lifestyles. And in those environments, that kind of negativity is like a wave. It's like a pressure, you know, with the judgment, the eyes of others, the people looking at you. Oh, you're too skinny. Oh, you're too gaunt. Oh, you look different. Oh, you've changed. Oh, do you think you're better than us? Oh, this and that. And all of that, when that starts to pierce you, or when you let it penetrate the barriers of your mind, you don't stand guard at the gates of your mind, you know, kind of like, what was his name? Gandalf or somebody. You shall not pass, you know.
Yes,
you
sir.
have to kind of be like that in a negative environment. You know, you have to find your own sanctuary, your own, you know, safety, your own altar, your own form of peace, you know? So it's not impossible. Even one of my mentors, Elitam Elamin, he went, you know, he was on his breatharian journey in the middle of Akron, Ohio, you know, a place around his family members, around the same people who had the same eating habits that he grew up with, the same, you know, the pollution in the air, what have you. And he was able to be on his pranic journey in the middle of that environment. So, you know, if you have the mentality, if you have the mindset to get your grind set, you know, you can push past that adversity.
Hey.
But if you're not as centered, you know, there's a saying that I love, and it says, he who cannot obey himself will be commanded. So if you are not able to obey yourself, you will be commanded by somebody. Somebody will have influence over you. And when we're in familiar environments with the energy of, you know, being in the kitchen and remembering like sitting here and eating that and having this and partaking in that, if we're still in those environments with that same energy still there, it can be difficult, but nothing is impossible. Yeah.
Wow.